Alrighty, folks, two great schools, two great learning institutions. We've got Green Demons. They're not green. I don't see a Kermit. We've got the Lakers. Nobody's in water. But we do have two great schools. We got Herman DeKalb. We got Lime. And we've got you out there. Welcome to Whiz Quiz.
Production funding for Whiz Quiz is provided by Jefferson Lewis Boces, St. Lawrence Lewis Boces, Jefferson Community College, Samaritan Medical Center, the Northern New York Community Foundation, St. Lawrence Federal Credit Union, and Front Porch Realty. Additional funding is provided in part by the Adirondack Experience, the View Center for Arts and Culture, IBEW Local 910, and O'Reilly Auto Parts of Watertown and Carthage. Scholarships for winning Whiz Quiz teams are provided in part by National Grid, Stewart's Shops, New York Air Brake, Iroquois, and the following fraternal and civic organizations.
Alrighty, once again, welcome to Whiz Quiz. I'm your host, Mel Busler. It is a pleasure to be with you once again tonight. We have two great schools that we're going to check on in just a moment, but most of all, thank you folks for being out there, for tuning in, for watching, for supporting public television. We need you now more than ever. We appreciate it. And I can talk because I happen to be a member of public television. How about them apples, huh? Alrighty. We're going to meet the two schools. First off, Herman DeKalb, I want you to give your first and last name. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're going to begin with Zachariah. Hi, Zachariah.
Hello. Hello. My name is Zachariah Ali. My favorite Disney movie is Ratatouille. I am a junior, and this is my third year on Whiz Quiz.
Alrighty. Avery. Hi there.
Hi, my name is Avery Wilson. I am a junior in high school, and this is my third year on Whiz Quiz. My favorite Disney movie is Emperor's New Groove.
Very good. Wyatt, how are you?
Good. I'm a junior in high school. My name is Wyatt Bograt, and my favorite Disney movie is The Lion King.
Very good. Parker.
Hi, my name is Parker Hamilton. I'm a senior in high school. This is my first year on Whiz Quiz, and my favorite Disney movie is Tangled.
All righty. Thank you very much for the information. I got one more thing to say about Herman DeKalb. Your advisor is with us tonight. Veronica Lamb, ladies and gentlemen, raise the roof. Very good. All righty, let's meet the folks from Lime. First off, Peyton.
Hello, my name is Peyton Harris. I'm a senior at Lime. This is my third year on Whiz Quiz, and I am an avid Red Sox fan.
Okay, I won't hold that against you. Madison, nice to have you with us.
Hi, I'm Madison Borkwin. I'm a sophomore at Lime Central School. This is my second year on Whiz Quiz, and I'm the varsity goalie.
Very good. Stop those shots. Abby.
Hi, my name is Abby Borda. I am a junior at Lime. This is my second year on Whiz Quiz, and I've been in my school's drama production since third grade.
Very good. Last but not least, Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi, my name is Mary Gutramu. I'm a freshman at Lime. This is my first year on Whiz Quiz. And a fact about me is I like to sing.
And I tell you what, your advisor is here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Lawson is in the building. All righty, let's move right into our first round with Smart Start. Smart Start. The teams are individually asked questions. The other team cannot answer the question. 5 seconds are given to teammates to consult with each other and ring in to give an answer. There's no penalty for a wrong answer. Questions are worth 10 points each. Good luck. We're going to begin with a history question for Herman DeKalb. Which two continents are located entirely in the Western Hemisphere? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
North and South America.
That is correct. All righty. We've got a history question for Lime. What is the smallest continent on Earth? Peyton, Lime.
Be Australia.
That is correct. Alrighty, back to Herman DeKalb. Arts question. What type of sentence gives a command or makes a request? Wyatt, Herman DeKalb.
A question.
That is incorrect. It is imperative. Imperative question, what we're looking for. Alrighty, Lime, arts question. What kind of writing gives instructions or explains how to do something? Peyton, Lime.
A guide.
That is incorrect. We're looking for instructional. Instructional, what we're looking for. Science question for Herman DeKalb. Which planet has the greatest range in daytime and nighttime temperatures? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
Venus.
That is incorrect. Mercury. Mercury, what we're looking for. Alrighty, question for Lime. The Earth is located between which two planets? Abby, Lime.
Venus and Mars.
Venus and Mars is correct. Math question for Herman DeKalb. In the geometric sequence 2 blank 8 16, what is the missing term?
4.
Parker.
4.
4 is correct. Alrighty, math question for Lime. Find the missing term in the sequence 5, 10, 20, blank, 80. Madison.
40.
40 is correct. Alrighty. Back to Herman DeKalb, history question. What does VE Day stand for? Wyatt, Herman DeKalb.
Veterans Day.
That is incorrect. It is Victory in Europe Day. Victory in Europe Day, VE Day. Alrighty, history question for Lime. What does VJ Day stand for? Madison, Lime.
Victory in Germany Day?
That is incorrect. Victory in or over Japan Day is what we're looking for. Alrighty, arts question for Herman DeKalb. What do we call a noun that names something you cannot see or touch, like freedom? Avery, Herman DeKalb.
A concept?
We're looking for an abstract noun. Abstract noun. Alrighty, arts question for Lime. What is the part of a sentence that tells what the subject does? Madison, Lime.
Adjective?
It is the predicate, what we're looking for. Alrighty, Herman DeKalb, science question. What type of cloud forms layers and covers the sky like a blanket? Wyatt, Herman DeKalb.
Cumulonimbus. Oh, I think I said it wrong. But
No, it is stratus. Stratus clouds. I should know because I'm serious about my clouds. All right. What do you expect? All righty, let's go to Lime. Science question. What type of pressure system is usually associated with fair weather? Abby, Lime.
High pressure systems?
Yeah, you're right. High pressure system is correct. All righty, math question for Herman DeKalb. A set of two real numbers that locate a point on a plane is called Zachariah.
Coordinates?
We're looking for an ordered pair. Ordered pair. Math question for Lime. Two lines that intersect to form a right angle are called what? Abby, Lime.
Perpendicular lines?
That is correct, perpendicular. Alrighty, that is the end of that round. Let's take a look at the score. And Lime leads Herman DeKalb by a score of 50-20. Now, this gives me an opportunity to find out what's happening at both schools. We're going to begin with Herman DeKalb. Avery, fill me in on what's happening with the Green Demons.
The Herman DeKalb Drama Club is working very hard to put on the production of Finding Nemo Jr. The dates for the performances are January 23rd at 7 p.m. and January 24th at 2 p.m. Tickets for adults cost $10 and tickets for students and seniors cost $5. We are very excited to explore the big blue world with audiences very soon.
Nice. Are you part of the production?
Yes.
Nice. Very good. Good luck. Break a leg, as they say.
Thank you.
Not leg. Alrighty, let's move on to round 2. One-on-one. One-on-one, each individual player is matched up against corresponding position players on the other team. If a student gets the answer wrong, the opposing student has a chance to answer. No consultation allowed. Questions are worth 10 points each. Alrighty, we're going to begin with history, and we're going to begin with Zachariah and Peyton. What U.S. president was elected to office in 1884, defeated in 1888, and re-elected in 1892? Peyton, line.
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland is correct. Alrighty, arts. Avery against Madison. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Madison, line.
William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare is correct. Science question. And this is for Wyatt and Abby. Which human body system is responsible for circulating oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients, and blood around the body? Wyatt, Herman DeKalb.
Respiratory system.
We're looking for, what? Sorry. We'll go over to Abby.
The circulatory system.
That is correct, circulatory system. Alrighty, math question for Parker and Mary. What is the greatest common factor of 18 and 24? Parker, Herman DeKalb.
6.
6 is correct. Alrighty, history question back to Zachariah and Peyton. Douglas Campbell was the first American pilot to shoot down 5 enemy aircraft. He is considered America's first what? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
Ace. Ace.
Yes, flying ace, that is correct. Alrighty, arts question, Avery and Madison. What state does the book To Kill a Mockingbird take place in? Avery, Herman DeKalb.
Missouri.
That is incorrect. Madison?
Indiana.
No, we're looking for Alabama. Alabama, what we're looking for. Alrighty, science question, Wyatt and Abby. A period of extremely cold temperatures when part of the planet's surface was covered with massive ice sheets is called what? Abby, line.
The Ice Age.
Ice Age is correct. Math question for Parker and Mary. Solve the equation for x. And you can pick up your pencils if you want. 10x minus 5 equals 5x plus 15. Parker, Herman DeKalb.
X equals 2.
That is incorrect. Mary?
7. X equals 7.
No, x equals 4 is what we're looking for. X equals 4. All righty. Zachariah, Peyton, history question for you. What is the significance of the 180-degree meridian? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
International dateline, it's where it counts as 0, right?
Yep, international dateline is correct. All righty. Avery, Madison, arts question. What is the term for a story told by a narrator who is outside the story? Avery, Herman DeKalb.
Third person.
Third person is correct. Science question, Wyatt and Abby. What is the value representing the number of protons in an element? Abby, line.
The atomic number.
Atomic number is correct. Math question for Parker and Mary. Calculate the volume of a cylinder with a radius of 4 centimeters and a height of 10 centimeters. Parker, Herman DeKalb.
20.
That is incorrect. Mary?
25.
No, we're looking for 502.66 centimeters cubed. Alrighty, that's the end of that round. Let's check the scoreboard. Line leads Herman DeKalb by a score of 100 to 60. Well, it's time to find out what's happening in Shimo. Lime, Abby, do your work.
Okay. So our school's building project will be completed in a couple of weeks. The project consisted of redoing our gym and other issues that were going on during our school.
Very good. All righty. Thank you very much for the update. We appreciate it. You did it last year, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now on to round 3. Know and tell. Know and tell. Questions are directed at both teams. If a team gets an answer wrong, the other team is permitted to answer. Consultations with team members are allowed. Questions are worth 10 points. The third question in a set is a bonus question that can be answered by either team. Bonus questions are worth 15 points. All righty. History. Who took command of the Union Army after 1864? Zachariah Herman DeKalb.
Sherman?
That is incorrect. Line. Ulysses S. Grant. What we're looking for, Ulysses S. Grant. History question. What was the name of the first all-volunteer company of African American soldiers formed during the American Civil War? Peyton, line.
The 13th Regiment.
That is incorrect. Herman DeKalb.
The Louisiana National Guard?
No, we're looking for the 54th or 54th Massachusetts, what we're looking for. All righty. Bonus question for history, 15 points. This was the single bloodiest battle of the American Civil War. Madison, line.
The Battle of Gettysburg?
Gettysburg is correct. All righty. Arts question. What type of music developed in African American communities in the early 1900s and features improvisation? Abby, line.
Jazz.
Jazz is correct. Arts question. What type of music features spoken lyrics and strong beats and began in the Bronx in the 1970s? Wyatt, Herman DeKalb.
Hip hop rap.
Hip hop rap is correct. Alrighty, bonus question, arts. What instrument is often used in classical and jazz music and has 88 keys? Abby, line.
The saxophone?
Saxophone is incorrect. Herman DeKalb. Wyatt.
Piano.
Piano is correct. Very good. Alrighty, science question. What plate boundary at which two plates move away from one another is called? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
Divergence?
Divergent boundary, yes. Science question. A plate boundary at which two plates move towards each other is called? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
Convergence.
Convergent boundary, yes. Bonus question for science. What new feature forms at a convergent plate boundary where two continental plates collide? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
Mountain.
Mountain range is correct. Math question. Pick up your pencils. A triangle has angles in the ratio 3 to 4 to 5. Find the angles. Already, time is up. We're looking for 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 75 degrees. Math question. What's the area of a triangle with sides 7, 24, and 25? Time is up. 84. 84 is what we're looking for. Alrighty, math bonus question. A 30, 60, 90 triangle has hypotenuse 10 units. What's the length of the shorter leg? Abby, line.
5 units?
5 is correct.
Yes, Abby.
Alrighty. History question. What year did World War I begin? Zachariah, Herman DeKalb.
1914.
1914 is correct. History question. What year did the United States enter World War I? Zachariah.
1917.
1917 is correct. Bonus question for history. What event directly triggered the start of World War I? Zachariah.
The assassinations of Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah. Archduke Ferdinand, yes, you're right. Congratulations. Arts question. What do we call a character who contrasts with the main character in order to highlight traits? Parker, Herman DeKelp.
Antagonist.
Nope. Line? Madison.
I forgot. Never mind.
A foil? Foil, what we're looking for. Alrighty, arts question. What is an exaggeration used to emphasize or humor? Madison, line.
An exclamation point?
That is incorrect. Herman DeKelp. Avery.
Hyperbole.
Yeah, that is correct. Very good. Alrighty, arts bonus question. What is the term for when the opposite of what is expected occurs? Parker, Herman DeKelp.
Irony.
Irony is correct. Alrighty, that's the end of that round. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Herman DeKelp leads line by a score of 180 to 140. Well, in case you missed a match or would like to watch other matches over the years, like maybe watch my performance last year in comparison to this year, you can go online to watch.wpbstv.org. Now let's move to round 4. Think fast. Think fast. In this round, either team can answer a question. If your team gets the answer wrong, the other team gets the next question exclusively. Consultation is allowed. Questions are worth 10 points each. Alrighty, history. After the Great Depression, what program was created to ensure bank? Zachariah, Herman DeKelp.
FDR's New Deal.
That is incorrect. It is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC. Alrighty. Arts question, exclusive to line. Hokusai Woodblock series 36 views of features the famous Japanese mountain. Abby, line.
Mount Fuji?
Mount Fuji is correct. Science, what unit is used to measure force? Zachariah, Herman DeKelp.
Newtons.
Newton is correct. Math question, what is the secant of theta in terms of cosine? Parker, Herman DeKelp.
1 over cosine.
That is correct. Alrighty, history question. Name the structure that was built in 1961 to physically separate the city of Berlin. Zachariah, Herman DeKelp.
The Berlin Wall.
That is correct. Arts. Rodin sculptured this pensively named artwork. Avery, Herman DeKelp.
David.
That is incorrect. It is the thinker. That's what I do when I think. Science. This is an exclusive question for line. What does the law of conservation of energy state? Time is up. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. Alrighty. Math question. You can pick up your pencils if you want. What type of conic is defined by x squared equals 4 times p times y? Time is up. A parabola, what we're looking for, parabola. History question. In what year did the U.S. Congress first exercise its authority under the Constitution to declare war? Time is up, 1812. This is the last question of the evening. A sculpture with moving parts is known as what type of sculpture? Peyton, Lime.
A rotating sculpture.
The answer is incorrect. It is kinetic sculpture that we're looking for. That was our last question of the round and last question for the evening. Let's check the final score. Herman DeKalb has defeated Lime by a score of 210 to 150. That means Herman DeKalb will be moving on to further competition. Alrighty, join us next time as Messina takes on Pulaski. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night.
Production funding for Whiz Quiz is provided by Jefferson Lewis Boces, St. Lawrence Lewis Boces, Jefferson Community College, Samaritan Medical Center, the Northern New York Community Foundation, St. Lawrence Federal Credit Union, and Front Porch Realty. Additional funding is provided in part by the Adirondack Experience, the View Center for Arts and Culture, IBEW Local 910, and O'Reilly Auto Parts of Watertown and Carthage. Scholarships for winning Whiz Quiz teams are provided in part by National Grid, Stewart's Shops, New York Air Brake, Iroquois, and the following fraternal and civic organizations.